Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today, there's more quests to do. I'm not going to go back to the mushroom quest to see if I can fight the Glavenous again, because there will eventually be an actual mandatory Glavenous quest. Or maybe not mandatory, but for completion's sake it's mandatory at least. But I'm going to just keep pushing to clear these quests. There'll be at least two, count them, two real large monster quests today. Wonderful. I'm gonna get this one done first, because honestly, I'm thinking it's probably the worst. And I'm gonna hope I can get, I don't know what to pick here. I guess, no, stamina's not the most important, but yeah, I should pick anything that gives activation chance up. This one's probably not bad. 50 stamina, so I might not have to eat right away. Oh. These higher level ones get more skills, seemingly. Interesting. Yeah, this one here is probably the best choice. And I need to look for anything that helps with transporting. Feline Lander might help. Oh, perfect, actually. Less stamina while depleting, that might be what I want. Hummus. Hummus with Seabream Antipasto? Eee. I don't know how that would work. Might taste kind of weird, but maybe hummus and fish go well together. Because I've never had hummus and fish. I'd try it, depending on the type. I don't know what type of fish a Seabream is, specifically. Like whether it's like a white fish or a non-white fish. I don't know what you call, like, white fish is a generic term for various fish with white flesh. Whether it's all of them, I don't know, but at least in general, it's a fairly... Oop, I forgot that I actually picked it up. That's Monster Hunter Rise's fault. And maybe... It might also be the fault of, World? I already switched to this set. Okay. I also switched off of Aerial. I switched to, the Alchemy. Because with Alchemy I won't run out of resources for a hunt. Because I can just regenerate Alchemy, Alchemy whetstones, Alchemy food. No Alchemy healing, but... So there's Gargwa here. I'm assuming... I don't know if killing them's the source of Gargwa guano. Maybe this is. This could also be the source of an egg, but it's probably not. Because that's not where you would plant eggs. Is this just an infinite source? No, it is not. Okay. Because if it was an infinite source, that'd be a good way to make sure that I don't run out of whetstones on this map. It just lasted a lot longer than I expected. I'm not sure where the... I guess the eggs might be the ones in Zone 8. Because I know Zone 8 has a nest. I just don't know if it is a... Gargwa nest. Given the location, it doesn't seem like it should be, but maybe they just reuse it whenever they need a monster in this area. An egg source for anything in this area. If this isn't the right egg, then I have no idea what source it could possibly be. Oh, I guess there's like one that got eaten there, which suggests that they move here. Yeah, wyvern. So that's not what I'm looking for. Maybe I have to kill them. I will actually just search this. I'll walk while I search, because I can. I'm trying to... pushing the right bumper against the edge of a table so that I can run while typing with my other hand, because I don't want to search too much for the egg location. So I have to kick or attack a gargoyle from behind. Does it list that in the quest info? No. Fun. I'm delivering this because I'm committed now, because it's not going to be that much longer if I deliver it just for points, I guess. See, I have to kick them. Or hit them with an attack, but... What a weird... It makes sense, like, in a cartoon perspective. So maybe it's not an egg that I have to carry. I don't know. I think it was worth checking to make sure I knew which type of egg it was over here. So I know it's a wyvern egg now. I kind of want to see how many points it gives. As a general... I mean, that's... a lot of points. It's like any Y Academy place, if I just deliver one wyvern egg, I'm done? That seems really way better than what I had been doing. Well, I was kind of lucky. Kind of lucky they missed because they hit me well. If I picked it up and then right after I picked it up they hit me, it fell and it broke. That would have been a waste of time. I think it would be probably beneficial to have an optimized prowler for this. I think there's a prowler that helps, or there's a skill that helps with the deliveries. And there's a chance to actually have one with it. I just haven't managed skills on my palicos correctly. Oops. Don't you run, I guess I'll go for this guy. Don't you run from me. No. They shifted it so that if it did a back attack, it would have hit me directly. That would have been rough. And I do understand that stuff like that can be found out via trial and error. Like, if you attack a gargoyle, there's a chance you attack it from behind instead of the side or the front, and then you would learn it naturally. But I would have probably spent... I don't know how long it would have taken, but I would have checked every area for egg locations, and that would have taken a lot longer. So I'm happy that I didn't do that. If they move again, my guess would be 5. Other than 5, they could go to 2. I don't think they would go to 7 though, with all the wet. But maybe. I guess zone 1 is pretty wet. Maybe they did go to Zone 7. Kind of a nice map. I like the background mountains and stuff. I think it's kind of nice to just have... Yep, it's just a background mountain. That didn't count as behind. Don't do this to me. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that was okay. These little quests are not the most engaging. Though, it's kind of interesting to think about the idea of like, that's a big egg. Bigger than an ostrich egg. And to my understanding, ostrich eggs, if you cook them whole, take a very, very long time to cook. Even if you don't cook them whole, they take a very long time to cook. With like, if you want to cook to the center properly, the outside might get overcooked, and it's just difficult. And these are even bigger. So I can't imagine. Maybe cooking them in a hot spring cooks them perfectly. Because maybe it's a low enough temperature that it cooks it, but it still cooks it gradually, but it works its way in, so it's not rubbery outside, soft inside. Let's see this turtle. The like 6 frames, like super low. Just sliding it around with the feet moving between 6 locations is pretty funny. It does enough. Like, it doesn't need to be better than that. I like that map. The images there. Oh, the load screen, not map. Please don't give me another quest for eggs after this. I want a long break before I have to get more eggs. A peanut. Yeah, a lot of food, a lot of recipe stuff unlocking, which is good. It seems like the recipes become irrelevant relatively quickly. It's a big egg. I figured there'd be another quest. Oh, a footbath ticket. Okay. Kind of an interesting reward. Just peanuts. That's it. For now. Time for a real monster hunt. And Kutku. I'll do the Ludroth, because if I get a new quest, it'll push the Ludroth to the next page and that will bug me. Because I want to do the Ludroth today. But I need to eat. I need to get the habit. Strong cat would have been good. Not that I needed it. I bet you really want feline black belt on aerial style. Because the jump is an evade, I assume. So you would use less stamina for that. This seems really good. There's so many things to consider, which is fun. Let's just do this. Since I'm not doing aerial, I'm not going to mount, but... I like how quick it is, even without skipping. Polisher, this one that was more valuable. Mountain peaks. Ooh, it's Ludroth though. A Ludroth is not going to go into cold areas. Right? It's going to stay in the watery flood plain. What a weird... The quest description isn't, hey, murder this guy. It's, oh, I got a weird yellow gunk? Gross. Kinda all they say. You need to make sure to not waste the well-done steaks. It's gonna be the Zone 7, that's for sure. It's gonna be so much easier than Glavenous? Giant greatsword T-Rex is definitely a lot stronger. I have to do it every time though. Yep. It's just polite. You see the hot air balloon, you gotta wave. Unless you're in the middle of chasing a monster. I think my first time seeing any like gameplay of Monster Hunter was someone hunting a Royal Ludroth in this game. Barely. It barely shifted towards me there. What is it? Oh, stupid cat. Cat, what are you doing over there that it can aggro on you? Oh, because your stupid taunt. Maybe. And this attack, I hate that attack. I wish I was doing aerial. After all the time spent playing aerial, switch axe, I wish I was still playing aerial switch axe here. Because it would be so nice to have that little bit of jumping over the monster to not have to deal with it. Do something. And then this roll, which I could jump over if I was doing aerial. I regret my choices. tail flick that I could have jumped over. What a thing to count as an attack, that first bite there. It was it really didn't seem like an attack. But it is what it is. It didn't seem like an attack that should stagger me quite as long as it did. It's such a silly monster, because it's not that dangerous, but it's probably, I think, one of the more annoying monsters, especially when your cats keep pulling it across the entire map for no reason. What? I thought it was going to zone transit. What's it doing? Oh, it confused itself because it doesn't know how to stop. So it slid too far. It slid past the zone transition point for it. And it had to turn around. It's goofy. What is it doing? Why is it going over there? Why is it wasting my time? And it's gonna do this. Oh, it didn't. Acceptable. And that breaks the demon right entirely? Yes, it does. You have to be very careful. You can't be lazy like me and try to get it activated in a scenario like that. Only do it when you know you can finish it. Oh, just like I should energy charge there. Except it worked. Worth it. Because the energy charge, I guess the the energy battery got placed in, so it actually did restore the energy still. With a convenient time save. I am just going to keep getting hit by this. I'm not going to worry too much about... How did it bounce? It's such a soft monster. How did it bounce? I guess the arms are spiky. I don't know if the tail will disappear faster in this game, so greed is good. Have one in the tank. Have an extra whetstone. I didn't actually mean to start it there, but once I started it, I figured I might as well make a whetstone. I don't know if I can roll to cancel out of it. I think the Ludroth's not my favorite large monster. It's very prone to sliding around, rolling around, and it's obnoxious. Like, it's reasonably safe if you'd want to play it safe, but I would say it has some of the worst openings because of how many attacks it does that just sort of are a roll where it just, I didn't know it would run that many times in a row, but there's the sponge break, hopefully. Like, that roll is always annoying. Always annoying. Never a good time. Yeah, the charging spit attacks and the sideways roll are kind of the reasons that I don't like Royal Ludra. It's a cool design with the spongy mane, spongy frill, and like the tail having the separated segments and stuff. Like, it's one of those monsters that's on the level of like, it's not that dangerous, so I don't want to have to wait for it to roll before I can attack it. And it constantly runs across the entire map. So it's a waste of time because you have to chase it constantly. It's just such a... It's a tedious setup for a monster. I think there's so much more... There's so many more fun monsters to hunt. Even Glavenous. I actually much preferred the struggling fight against Glavenous to this. Because that at least had like interesting attacks. Its danger fit with its design and everything. Whereas Ludroth is a goofy sponge boy. It's basically just a sponge monster. This is a weird subquest, like deliver a... Maintain the Demon Riot. Like, I have to deliver a Wyvern tier? Which means that I'd have to go all the way back to base to deliver it if I wanted to interact with the subquest. But I don't. It's not worth the time. I'm about to get launched into a zone if I don't move. Get out of the zone. Change. That feels so slightly bigger than I expect. Well, Demon Rat's gonna die because they're gonna just sit there. I wonder if it would be better to hunt without Palicos. Just get rid of them. I don't know if they do meaningful damage, but it's honestly way more obnoxious against weak enemies to have them draw aggro. If they're constantly drawing aggro, the monster constantly runs away from what should be a fairly easy time beating it up. Shh, too slow. That's kind of neat. The reload didn't actually put it above the line. Rude. But it did mess with it. It didn't go above the line, but it instantly ticked to go above the line after. It should be dead soon, right? Just... It ran away twice. What I should do... is have infinite healing. Lovely. It's about to roll again. See, actually, the alchemy setup has an infinite supply of everything? Immunizers to heal. Kind of slow, but they do heal. Food to eat. Whetstones to whetstone. Like, you never... If you go alchemy, you'll never run out of resources. It'll go slowly, but you won't run out. Which, if I was fighting the Glavenous, it probably would have gone worse because I wouldn't have been able to mount it several times, but it would have been interesting. I wouldn't run out of resources, that's for sure. I would have probably forgotten about immunizers healing though, and I might not have used them. What a funny end. These ending scenes are very... I think these ending scenes are a little better than some of the other ones in either Rise or World. I think World was weird, because by default it was blurred, so you couldn't really see it. Or some weird factor like that. Red means quest, doesn't it? What are they going to want me to do? Maybe it's just that was a red quest to start with? I figured it would be another one. Oh, a bull drum, wow. A large monster is going to appear in the area. I think of the chiefs, only the one in the snow village isn't insufferable. Like the Yukumo one is annoying, the Kokoto one is annoying. Both of them are very full of themselves. I'm gonna murder some Popo, I guess. Collect Popo tongues. And... do what I can. I should definitely be able to finish this page. I might do the bull drum. If I do a bull drum, I'll definitely do aerial. Because aerial, at least for the last bull drum I killed, was very, very quick. I'm here to kill Popo. So I don't actually need to wave. There's Popo in zone 1. Sometimes. I don't think there's normally Popo in zone 2, but maybe this time there will be. And I don't think there's any in the ice caves. So 3, 4, 5 I think are not worth exploring. If I find a Gendrome though, I will kill it. Because a Gendrome would be worthwhile for unlocking Big Boomerang, hopefully, finally. It's taken a while. But it's probably not a Gendrome zone. Because those were, I think, Velociprey? Or Giaprey? They both look basically the same, just different blue. And I wasn't actually paying that much attention to them. I have no reason to drink the hot drink right away. Is this one of those quests where it's like, oh yep, there's only like 2 Popo on the map because we're making it harder for you? Oh wait, hot drink is unnecessary, it's just stamina. Okay. Yeah, for this I'm not wasting the hot drinks then. I'll save them for actual monster hunts. It's kind of funny. What is this? Is it a secret? Hello. Cool. I guess it's just a secretive little area? Maybe there's items here? Seems pretty normal. And I probably can't climb back up. Yep. What a weird little area. I like it. It's kind of fun to see. I wonder if it's a case where this will always be here? Okay, yeah, figures. Like every time I visit this... What? I can't jump down? I can, it just wasn't cooperating. If you go there, you always see a balloon. That'd be fun. I don't know why that's there. Maybe there's a quest, a hunt that requires it. Oh, a Gammoth. Sick. Oh, okay, so each of the villages is gonna have a Gammoth or Gammoth, Astalos, etc., etc. I'm here to kill the Popos first, though. Rude. Rude. I'm not actually gonna be able to harvest this, am I? You know, I'm not gonna be able to harvest this. Very easily, at least. Yeah, I'm out. I'm not gonna be able to harvest this here. That's annoying. I will try to hunt it, but that's obnoxious. Just let me get the monster hunted. And then I can fight you. Because if I can't beat it, I have to finish the mission with the Popo tongues. Stop roaring! Come on, just let me get 3 Popo tongues. 0. 1. Just give me 2. Give me 2, please, so I can stop trying to harvest. 1. So at 2. Wonderful. Let me just get out of here. Just want to check. Yeah, I have enough. So I can leave whenever I need to. I have to assume, no offense to Gamma, that it's a little weaker or a little less threatening than a Glavenous. Oh yeah, I want to throw this. I say this as I'm about to die, but I should be using immunizers, I think. I didn't use the booster. I made it, and then I didn't use it. Hoping that snow explosion doesn't count as a attack. I'm assuming I want to break the snow. Oh, it's a bad direction to roll. Or maybe it's just a case of I should only be attacking when the snow's, these spots when the snow's cleared. No idea. Can I? Let's do this real quick. Lovely. Okay. That didn't make any sense. So it pulls you in and then it backs off to then try to stomp on you better? That didn't make any sense to me. Let's just leave. So far, Glavenous makes more sense to me. I'm glad I brought alchemy instead of aerial, though. Nope, bye. Okay, didn't attack me. I'm kind of like... It doesn't seem like a particularly satisfying monster at this rate. It seems to do a lot of attacks that are not really that threatening. It just... Yeah, good kick. I'm trying to see if... Maybe I should be attacking the places that don't have snow, because maybe the snow can't be cleared manually and I just have to wait for it to do that attack to clear it. Okay, that's just a big explosion that covers my entire screen because of just kind of slightly spammy. Longo, get out of here. Because if the tail is covered in snow, I'm assuming there has to be an effect for clearing snow, right? Because if the snow doesn't get cleared in the same way the rest of the snow gets cleared, or snow on the tail doesn't get cleared in the same way, then it's kind of, oh. Do I have to run to clear this? Do I have to roll to clear this? Do I just have no way to clear this? It's just, I don't know, maybe that was running? I definitely expected that. Random snowball out of nowhere. I'm dead. I'm lucky that I'm not dead. See, I have no idea what that snowball status effect is. I don't know if I have to run to clear it, or if I should be trying to roll. Maybe I should be bringing bombs? Because maybe it is possible to drop a bomb when it's... That felt kind of dumb. Something pushed me forward. But maybe I missed something obvious that caused me to pull forward towards its face. It wasn't doing the vacuum. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a fan of this fight. Like, there might be some obvious mechanic of, oh, attack its nose that I'm missing. But it doesn't seem... I think I should just get hit, huh? It's just better to get hit and lose the snowball status effect than to bother avoiding getting hit, huh? What a weird scenario. Just clear the snow. Okay, that's acceptable. This is a lot of AoE. Big attacks that don't feel particularly... like, it's just positioning based. And I'm still completely uncertain about everything. Like, should I be attacking the back feet? There's no indication of whether that's the correct choice. Which is more of a side effect of the older games not having damage numbers. Like, sure, the face is probably a better attack, but maybe front feet are better than back feet. And face is not a safe place to attack is the big thing. Because rolling is so much harder in this game. Ah. You can't walk here. Logical. I'm still like, it has to be a tail thing. Because there's no way they would have snow on the tail if there's nothing about destroying the tail. The issue is, alchemy doesn't have the best vertical. I hate this fight. I think it's terrible. Just the constant blocking all of my vision because it's just huge. Ah, yes, super precise. It's just too big in like a non-interesting way. Of course. And of course, the moment I do that, I'm actually not in range anymore because I'm slightly too far down the front. It's just not an interesting fight so far. It just feels kind of tedious. It's a bad idea. Then I can't attack, I can't do anything. Sorry. I think it could work with, yeah, I can't, it's terrible vertical. Yeah, tail must be important. Guess I got a, okay, sure, that looked totally like that would hit me for half my HP. Like, yeah, it's every dangerous attack is near the front. Which makes it like, okay, no, I should be attacking near the back only. It is limping, I hope. I was confident that the other Glavenous was limping, and then it seemed to stop limping, so I don't really have much trust that it's limping. Demon Riot. It's just, it's not a very interesting, it's a cool design. And I think in a new game it could be made where it's similar. It's still the same fight, but they've like improved upon what was lacking, which is just sort of a lot of spam. I bet it's pretty good for Adept, though. Like, there's lots of stuff you could dodge and then hit with, because it's all such large area of effect attacks. I bet it's pretty good with Adept. To the point where if I have to fight a Gammoth again in the future, I might try Adept for it. Yeah, it's just so much AoE. I hate it. Especially in a game where you have so much less capacity for dodging. Like, a big part to me is not being able to roll back is so impactful. Better for the charge, doesn't matter if the slash hits. Bet it has a horn break. What was that? Was that a ground tremor effect? I should be attacking its face right now. What a weird grab attack. What's the other tier 3? Earplugs, yes. It does roar. It does trumpet occasionally. So having access to earplugs is beneficial. If you know it's not limping. Which it doesn't seem to be. Come on with that. It doesn't seem to be limping. Which is kind of the biggest reason that I like the obvious indications provided in the newer games. So you know, hey, it is indeed limping. As opposed to, oh yeah, it looks like it's limping, but it's not. Or it looks like it's not limping, but it is. Just cooperate. Let me get a mount attack. Oh yeah, reloaded. Too many buttons pushed. And I'm about to die. Didn't get snowballed at least. Oh yes. The large turn. I forgot about that one. What an interactive attack. What a fun and interesting attack. Come over here. I want to try to get a mounting attack. But I can't because it doesn't cooperate. Yes, I love AoEs that do that just the ground impact does like a third of my HP, despite not being hit by the feet. I love taking a tenth of my HP because its feet were stepping forward. I don't like this enemy. It is obnoxious. I'm not gonna be able to, Zone 4 has potential honey sources. I don't know if there's other herbs in this area. I can take this time to regen, basically. While I go see if I can grab honey. Obviously I'm getting hit a ton. I don't like enemies that are just big AoE stomp attacks. And that's what this one really seems to be, big AoE attacks. And I bet it would be a lot more fun if I was doing Adept. And that's good. That's good in general, but not in this context. What? What? Why is this giving herbs? How do you get... Like, did the insects... bees... collect... like a bunch of herbs and put it in their hive? I don't think that makes any sense. What a weird path to go up to the zone here. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I like Glavenous. It was fun to try. I don't think I like Gammoth. Like, so far it's just kind of tedious. It's just a lot of AoE. Guess none of those give herbs, huh? Hopefully that didn't... I think that earplug would tell me if it got used. I give up. It's not necessary to paintball them, and it's not worth paintballing. I just can't hit the tail. Actually impossible to hit the tail with repeated attacks on alchemy style. Like, I can get a couple hits, but that's about the limit. What a fun and interactive attack. Yeah, there's the earplugs. Hope that I can get a mount here. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Ah, yes. It blew snow all over me. I just leave. Bye. Yeah, I obviously don't know what I'm doing hunting this. Like, maybe it's 10 times faster if you would actually attack its face, despite the fact that it's significantly more dangerous. Like, maybe it's worth the added risk. But as it stands, it just feels kind of... If you attack its face, it'll constantly stand on its rear legs to slam you into the ground, is what it feels like. And it will constantly do AoE attacks like that you can't attack during. And then you can't really dodge those types of attacks because you're standing in front of it. It just feels kind of weird to me. Obviously that would be a good opening. I can't see what's happening. Yep, okay. It's definitely my fault for not being able to see what was happening. Yeah, I just don't think it's a very fun fight so far. Like, it's a ton of AoE. I think it would help... I actually do think it would help a lot if it was possible to roll backwards. But you can't. So you have to wait to slowly turn around before you can even hope to roll away. Yeah. I'm thinking for there's two more of these, Mizutsune and... Oh, you can't... I thought you could draw into... You can't. You can't draw into sword. I thought you could. But for Mizutsune and Astalos, whenever I've encountered them, I'm not going to bother. I don't think it's worth it. Because it's incredibly slow on this and Glavenous. Now, it's possible that that's just because those two are especially tanky. But I'm not going to assume that. Oh, I mean Glavenous. Gammoth being extra tanky would make sense. Yep, okay. I'm standing in front of it, so I get hit by the snow. Probably preemptive on that eating. I meant to use the hot drink. The last hot drink. I don't know what the color means when it's black or purple there. Like, I assume I can't make it. I assume it's positive. Because it looks positive, but I guess I broke the back right leg. Okay. And that caused it to stumble. Which says to me, yep, you should be attacking the legs if it causes it to fall over. Or since it can cause it to fall over. Maybe it can't recoat the leg, that would be good. Stop rotating, please. I can't do anything if you just keep rotating. I'm gonna need to make another booster. Please, this is kind of why I hate big monsters on this sort of scale. They just keep... If they rotate to adjust slightly, you stop being able to hit the part you were hitting. And I can't go there because that's not a walkable location. Why would it do that twice in a row? Get up, didn't I have a... yes. It was readjusting its trunk and it hit me for a bunch of damage. I don't trust this. The hope is to break another leg. That should have hit me. I'm glad it didn't, but it should have. Yes, that should do that much damage. The follow-up is fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. Oh, I thought that it was leaving. That's the wrong one. That's totally worthless and a complete waste. I'm not gonna make it in time, so. Perfect. This camera is way too close. I think I was gonna say that was the shortest opening I've ever seen. Maybe I should have gone for the elemental discharge. But I sort of felt like it was probably safer to... Yeah, no, this is not happening, is it? I mean, I thought it was limping 20 minutes ago. But given that it's nowhere near dead now, it probably wasn't. Yeah, okay, the tail... That tail did too much damage. I'm out. Quick return to camp. Good waste of 40 minutes. Good way to waste 40 minutes. Maybe it was close. I don't know. I don't think it's worth trying anymore. I don't know what level those are scaled to. Whether they're scaled to, like, the start of high rank, or whether they're just the next tier of low rank village. That was a waste of time. Shouldn't have wasted that time. I guess that's specifically good for when you need to craft a lot of ammo then. Otherwise it seems kind of mediocre. Well, that hunt's over. I want to do one more because I want to finish that page, but that's two more. I guess I'm not finishing the page today. It's gonna take a couple more goes to finish this. Yan Kutku's easy. Like, all this stuff is easy. One of these quests is gonna be another Astalos or Mizutsune. And I don't know which. And I'm not going to hunt it. I give up. It's not worth trying anymore. Really don't know what the best is. I don't know if Cheerhorn's the best. My assumption is maybe Cheerhorn is the best, but it's probably that I should look at the other skills. And like Health Horn and True Health Horn might be worth having both of. I have a few healers already picked up, so I should switch to... I have Gathering and I have Healing. Let's go for Assist. I don't know what the purpose of broken statues is. Now I have a bunch of cats that need to rest. It's a weird system. So all those... Boomerang Pro is good if... it actually, that is one of the ones that I was using as a Prowler. It's not the Prowler, but it does have Big Boomerang at least. So I think it was a different Prowler that I wanted to use primarily. Yeah, Boomerang Pro is good. And that's it. Now. Sure. I don't think that any of these matter right now. They'll matter eventually, but... for now, I'm not worried. Yeah. That was not good at all. It was a waste of time to even try to hunt the Gammoth. So next time, I'll continue making progress in these quests. I will definitely not be finishing this star level this week. In the week. Maybe on the weekend, I could. I probably will, actually, if there's not more quests. There's probably at least a few more, though. There's a bunch of this to clear, a bunch of these to clear. A lot of stuff to clear. But I should be able to finish, hopefully, a page and a half, maybe 2 pages. I really don't like the Slay 8 Mealinxes as a Prowler, it just seems annoying. But yeah, a bunch of this to clear next time. I'm not far from 4-star. 4-star means I'm not far from 5, not far from 6. It's a lot to go, but progress is being made, even though it is fairly gradual. I also haven't checked weapons in a while, because the weapon I'm using now probably can't be upgraded, is my guess. Or it's a fact. So that can't be made better yet. I don't have Dragonite ore. I don't have Paddock oil because that gets consumed very quickly. And I don't have beetles because I don't gather beetles when I should probably gather beetles. I don't gather beetles because they need bug net. Which means that I need to play more Prowler and just collect bugs every time I see them. Because otherwise I will never have enough bugs. Well, that's something I need to consider. Yeah, I'll stop here. Other than the Gammoth fight, which wasn't even very fun, it was slow, I was probably doing something wrong. And if I wasn't doing something wrong, then it's a bad fight. Because how I fought it was not fun in the slightest. It didn't feel like 40 minutes at least, it only felt like 25. But I don't know, if that's how you're supposed to fight Gammoth, I don't like it. But the issue with trying to fight it head on, attacking its face, is you can't roll backwards. And I'm used to being able to roll backwards. Like here, if you want to roll back, you have to turn, roll, as opposed to just directly roll back or hop backwards even. And like it could be a case of face it head on, attack its nose, roll through its face, and that would work. But the AoE seems too big for that to be doable. Now, Adept. Adept is probably excellent for that hunt because of all the AoE spam. So next time Gammoth shows up, because I'm not redoing that quest, next time a Gammoth shows up as a quest, I will do my best to remember to try to fight it with Adept style, because I think that will be great. I think it will be incredibly strong. Not having to worry as much about all the AoE seems really helpful. No, that will be next time. Well, that won't be next time. That'll be in, I don't know what level Gammoth shows up again. It could be that Gammoth shows up in high rank. I mean, there's a 5-star. If 5-star is high rank, then maybe it's a high rank monster that you encounter as an invader or an intruder. In which case, sure, failing it's fine. And I still think that if that's how you're supposed to fight it, it's just kind of weird. Like if you're supposed to just attack, because attacking the legs leads to a leg break. Leg break leads to a large opening. Suggests to me that breaking the legs is the goal. But I don't know. I'll learn, presumably when it's actually the intended time to fight it. Because if 5-star is high rank, then that means to me that high rank is the intended time to fight. But I really don't know. I don't know when high rank actually begins. Because if it's 1 to 4, that feels wrong. Yeah, no. Low is 1 to 6. So it's not a high rank quest. It's like, yeah, it's not high rank. It's just 2 entire star tiers above where I am. Which doesn't really mean everything, but like a 5-star monster in a 3-star area, they don't want you to fight it necessarily, but it just feels bad because the AoE is annoying. Stopping here. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.